Hey guys, what's up? My name is Eva. Welcome back to my channel, and today I am doing a video on respecting yourself and giving you the different types of ways to honor and respect your values. Sometimes I feel like it can be so easy to make ourselves the enemy, and we kind of lose sight of what we can become if there wasn't so much going in our minds. We could actually concentrate on, who we're meant to be, who we want to become. I feel like keeping your mental, physical, and spiritual self aligned in every aspect of your life is super important. Not losing sight of, what is and what isn't when it comes to your mental, physical, and spiritual self. All those elements have to be aligned in order for you to move on and move forward and, become who, you're meant to be. Setting boundaries with people is super important. And that doesn't just have to be your friends, that doesn't just have to be, your family or, your work colleagues or anything like that. It's important to set boundaries for yourself and other people around you, because you don't want people walking all over you, you know what I mean? It's important to set boundaries for yourself and to be aligned with how people want to respect you. It's important to set boundaries because then it lets people know how they should, go about, approaching you or talking to you about certain things. It's important to, talk with your friends, your family about your boundaries, because there's certain things you may not want to discuss, or there's certain things that you may not be comfortable with talking about with them, or kind of like the actions they take towards you. So it's important to set those boundaries, being like, hey, I prefer if we don't talk about this or that. It's really important to set those boundaries, to know your worth and know where you stand with yourself, because that is the only way to build respect with yourself, I wanted to say that gaining respect from yourself is just as important as gaining respect from others around you. Not everybody is going to give you the same amount of respect as those who are close to you. It's accepting who you are without judgment, accepting who you are without anyone telling you who to be, is something to really think about, because I feel like we live in a world where there's so many comparison traps. There's so many people on the internet that we see that we think has, such a great life, you know what I mean? That we think that there's people out there that have better lives than us. Like, not all of us may have the materialistic things, but we're all human, you know what I mean? We all have those things that make us human. We all have emotions, you know what I mean? So just because you see somebody on the internet that has all these lavish things and drive these expensive cars and, they have like, I don't know, a 3-story house, doesn't mean that you're less in value to them. You know what I mean? Like, I'm no different from a celebrity just because of what they have. I don't feel like we should judge ourselves on people that have a higher amount of materialistic value than us, because that doesn't make us less or better than them. It's kind of hard to go on if you're completely lost in comparisons. So stick with the me versus me mindset. I'm better than I was last year. I'm better than I was 3 years ago. I'm building more. It's important to focus on that because why should I compare myself to some celebrity when they have their own lives? Like, I'm not living their life. Why would I try to compare myself to somebody that is living a different life than me? We all live different lives, so think about it in that way. I feel like it's very important to not dig ourselves in a hole, you know what I mean? Because that's what you're doing when you're comparing yourselves to all these people, you know? Don't let anybody bring you down when, you know, God gave you so many gifts that you've brought to this world, you know what I mean? That's another reason why you shouldn't compare yourself, because there's so many people out there that have different gifts than you and I, you know what I mean? Everybody is born with a unique set of traits, you know what I mean? So don't do that to yourself, and are consistently changing. It's okay to not be the same person you were, you know, a year ago, because we consistently grow and we continue to change. And that's another way to respect yourself. That's a huge way to respect yourself, because you're letting go of the version of yourself that isn't you anymore. It's so important to not hold yourself back on who you're supposed to become. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that at all. You want to become a version of yourself that is so much better than what you were, you know, 3 years ago, because now you can say, I've achieved this, I've done this. If you are consistently holding yourself back, you're not going to be the person you want to become, because you're consistently dragging yourself back to that dark place. You're consistently dragging yourself back to a place that is not going to help you grow. You need to move on and move forward and try new things, do new things, meet new people. That's the only way that you're going to grow within yourself, and you're going to become the better version of yourself, and you're going to respect yourself because you are consistently doing new things and trying new things. That is the only way for growth. I feel like a lot of people always say, like, you know, loving yourself is selfish, treating yourself is selfish. That's not selfish at all. That's having respect for everything that you stand for. That's respecting you. It's okay to treat yourself. I have to remind myself this all the time. Like, it's important to treat yourself. It's important to do that for yourself, because, you know, we all deserve nice things. And it's okay if you've worked for something so hard. It's okay to receive good things because you have worked so hard. You know, have that mindset of, I do deserve this. I can deserve this. It is okay to have fun. It is okay to just live your life, to have a good time. Because I feel like sometimes we can take our lives too seriously, and we can be sort of hard on ourselves, on our realities, because it's like, oh my gosh, you're worried about, you know, what you have to get done. You're worried about so many different things. It's okay to relax. You don't have to push yourself to be the best version of yourself. You don't have to do that. Just push yourself enough for yourself. Push yourself enough to be the person you want to be, not what the world wants you to be, not what your family wants you to be, not what your friends want you to be. Be the person that you need to be, that you want to be. But don't push yourself to the point where you've lost so much energy and you feel depleted. Like, don't do that. Just take time on yourself to get stuff done. Put yourself first, because it's not selfish. Anyways, that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.